You're listening to the Visionary Lifestyle Podcast, the show that's dedicated to raising consciousness and empowering you to activate your highest potential. I'm your host, Magda Freedom Rod. Namaste, beloveds. Namaste from India. I am in Goa, and it is so good to be here with you now. Excuse the break. I had an unexpected break when I landed in India. I did manage to get one episode out and begin season 8, but then had a little stall from there because, well, for a bunch of reasons, really. And I want to share with you about what's going on and what's happening in India and fill you in on where I've been and what I've been doing. And why I haven't been producing a show every week. So I landed in Oroville, as you know, and got really swept up into the culture of this incredible, I'm calling it an intentional community. I don't know if they would call it that, but a place in South India where thousands of people live, international, diverse population. And the one common thing that is required for everyone that lives there is that they must be in service to the divine. How about that for kind of a community value? And that's the place with the Matra Mandir, the giant mother temple, gold sphere in the center. So I really got absorbed into that, and I prioritized my spiritual journey for the time that I was there. I was living in a forest, a healing forest, with a Siddha doctor, which is sister science medicine to Ayurveda. Ancient Indian medicine. And so this doctor had built this healing garden of plants and trees all around his home, and that's where I went and stayed. So it was a pretty intense and wonderful, highly recommended experience to go spend time in Oroville. So I really dove into that. And on top of that, I had major Wi-Fi issues because, hey, folks, this is India, and the Wi-Fi is dirt cheap. My SIM card is 500 rupees for like 3 months, and that's 1.5 gigs a day. And that's about $7.50, guys. So, you know, the rates that the West is charging for SIM cards and data is just highway robbery because it can be done for so much less. And I'm living proof of that one in India. So just wanted to let you know where I've been and what I've been doing. So that was Oroville. And then I came to Goa, and I've been working in Goa, and I did a teacher training. I trained a couple of groups of students for a 200-hour yoga teacher training, Hatha training. And I was also teaching Hatha to a group that was studying Yin yoga. So that was a really great experience. And I've got a bunch of students out there in the world now with my philosophy teaching and my Hatha yoga teaching, and that feels really good to me. I would like to do more of that, more teacher trainings, and do my own. I was working in a school this time, but I'm really ready to start doing some trainings. So that's just me thinking out loud. And that kept me busy. And then I've been offered a lot of work in Goa, and I've been working in lots of different shalas here on the beach. One place we watch the sunset, we do sunset yoga there. And also my private clients are keeping me busy. I have local private clients here in India, and then I have long distance clients in Europe and the US for my private one-on-one coaching. And all of that's kept me so busy, and combined with the Wi-Fi being so poor, I just haven't been able to get it out. And add to that one more little thing is that it's also not financially sustainable for me to be doing the show right now, because I do have out-of-pocket expenses every month, and they're not being covered by anyone but me. So it's coming out of my bank account every month, and I'm working for free to do this show. So it's just somehow not making it to the top of my priority list because other things are in front of it, like creating a livelihood that's tangible so I can have a roof over my head and buy my tremendously important conscious eating food and all of this. And I could use a bit of support. I'm going to say, this is, by the way, the 2-year anniversary. Actually, I'm recording this on the 22nd of February, and I'm planning on publishing it on the 23rd, inshallah, God willing, if the Wi-Fi gods in India decide that this show will get out. I say it with the smile and with the sense of humor, because you gotta bow down to the electricity outages in India and to the the Wi-Fi outages that are pretty much constant. So we'll see if I can get these files uploaded. I will really do my best. So this is the 2-year anniversary. The 23rd of February in 2017 is when I produced the first episode of the show, which actually went out a little bit earlier than I wanted it to. I wasn't quite ready to launch. And I launched because I was a guest on someone else's show that was due to be aired. And I didn't want to have that air without me actually having the show live. So I went a little bit earlier, and that actually ended up hurting me in the long run. And then sadly, that interview was canceled. So I did it for nothing. But it is what it is. And here we are 2 years later, and we've got people listening from over 50 countries, guys. And I don't have the stats in front of me what countries they are, but last year on the 1-year episode, I counted 41 countries, and we've certainly grown in the last year. So this is the 2-year anniversary, and we got people listening from over 50 countries. So I find that really exciting to think about the visionary lifestyle concepts and ideas getting out around the world. I'm only one person. I can only go so fast, so far, so fast. And I don't like moving around so much. I like being grounded for a couple of months as I'm on this nomadic journey. I can't move constantly. It's way too much vata for me. And if you've been following the shows about Ayurveda, you know what I'm talking about. It's way too much movement. And I need to be grounded and have my roots. So like today in mermaid heaven here in the South Goa, in the Arabian Sea, I'm laying like a mermaid on the rocks in the sea. Like that's how I ground myself. And I'm so grateful for that truth, that I've been in the medicine of the sun and the sea. And also just a fun little India story. I mean, we're lucky that I'm here to even make this recording, because I almost got killed by a coconut tree today. As I was riding my bike, one of the palm fronds fell right on top of me, which I found totally amazing, because I was actually in movement. So for it to land directly on top of me, this is an act of divinity. There's just no question. Like, I don't believe in freak accidents. Like, things don't just happen, align like that for nothing. So I got pretty messed up, actually, that it made a bunch of scratches and bruises on me. It knocked me off my bike. I fell in the ground. There was blood. There's a sprained finger. There's swelling. I mean, ankles and elbows and fingers and hips. And there's lots of places on me that are actually a bit messed up right now from that. So lucky to be alive, lucky to be here recording this. This is a fun little only in India #only in India story. Maybe it happens in other tropical places with coconut trees. I imagine so. And, there's conversations about people being afraid of being killed by a coconut here because there are so many coconut trees. So, it could happen. So I'm actually feeling very grateful and lucky to be alive, and grateful to be at the 2-year mark here of the Visionary Lifestyle Podcast. And I do want to keep the show going. So let me say this. I do want to keep the show going. It's challenging for me right now because it feels like a drain of energy. As much as I enjoy the process, I'm talking about I'm spending 50 hours minimum on post-production every month to bring this to you. And that's me working for free and then paying out of my pocket to pay all the accounts that I need to pay to have this online for you to receive it. So there's a tremendous amount of output from me energetically, and I enjoy it, but I'm realizing that it may not be physically, financially sustainable unless we have this great solution called mutual support, whereas I'm supporting you, and perhaps you can support me in return with a small donation or becoming one of my monthly patrons on Patreon. If one person from every country listening, so remember we'll just call it 50 for now, 50 countries. If one person from every country listening could be a patron, be on my Patreon account, a patron for $2 a month. $2 a month. That would bring me $100 a month, American dollars, and that would pay my basic out-of-pocket expenses. And the other bonus to that is it would help me feel appreciated and encouraged and motivated to continue doing this. Just speaking from the heart, guys. That's where I'm at with it. I love the content. And if you're just a new listener hearing this now, please go back and listen to the entire library. I've got 85, 86 episodes there, and they all hold so much value. When I listen to these and I edit these, which is generally way after I do the interviews, I am amazed at how valuable these conversations are. I learn every single time. I learn during the interview. I learn when I do the editing. So for me, it's a process that I enjoy on that level, is the learning. And I hope that you're learning too. And that's really the point, is for me to have these conversations with these incredible teachers and thought leaders and healers really worldwide, and to be able to bring you their wisdom. So I'm doing the traveling. I'm picking up the travel expenses. I'm doing all the work to coordinate the interviews. I'm the one that's hustling, getting myself on the media list for these different events and things so that I can meet these people and bring you their voices and what they're up to, and their inspiration and their wisdom. And I don't know, for me, it's been tremendously valuable. Hopefully it has been for you as well. So I don't want to make this episode too long. I just really wanted to say thank you. If you've been here with me since the beginning for 2 years, wow, thank you. Thank you. If you're brand new, welcome. Thank you for being here. I am going to say that I will finish producing the episodes that I already have in the can, that I already recorded in Bali actually over the last year. Bali Spirit Festival, and also Bali Vegan Festival. And if I'm not mistaken, I have a couple of other random interviews in there also in Bali. All I know is that there are so many amazing shows in the pipeline for you, that some of these conversations are just blowing me away at how much wisdom is packed in there. And I literally take notes when I do the editing. And for me, it's like going to school, yoga school, how to be a yogi, how to heal yourself, how to heal others, how to be a positive force on planet Earth, how to be in your highest, best health possible, how to activate your highest potential. Really, that's what we're talking about in all these conversations. That's been my mission since day one. It's still my mission. And I started this podcast because I want to talk about things that matter to anyone who will listen. So I figure I'll have conversations with people who get that, and then I'll share it with as many people as possible. And that's another way that you guys can support the show. If you are in a position that you really can't afford $2 a month to support me, if you've been benefiting from the show and you're really in that position where you can't do that, okay, there's another thing that you can do that doesn't cost you anything, and that is sharing the show on your social media, sharing it with people that you think will benefit from it, from people that you think will need it. I think a large part of my demographic is like new yoga teachers or people aspiring to go deeper into yoga. And that's how some people find me, and which is fantastic because it's all yoga. And we talk about so much here that is yoga, and really everything is yoga. And if you know me by now, it's one of my favorite hashtags is it's all yoga, right? So everything that happens in life is an opportunity for us to practice our yoga. And I'm talking about the philosophy. I'm talking about the path of yoga, the yogic lifestyle. Yoga is not, and let me repeat this to anyone who will listen as well, is that yoga is not a class that you go to once or twice a week. Yoga is a life path. And to be a true yogi is one of the greatest gifts you could give to yourself and to give to the world. So I'm slightly passionate about this. Are you getting that? Is that coming through here? I don't want to ramble on too long, guys, but I missed you, and I missed producing these shows for the last, I think it's been about 6 weeks since I put out the last episode, and I've been running around India teaching and learning and meditating and practicing tons of yoga and healing myself on so many levels. And it's just an incredible journey that I'm so blessed to be on, and so blessed also to have you to share it with. So if you care, if the show continues, I want to hear from you. I would love to receive a love note in my inbox on my email, and that you can reach me at guide, GUIDE, at visionary-lifestyle.com. That's your direct email straight to me, and that would be lovely. Again, share the show, write a review. These are other ways that you can support the show if you can't make a financial one-time donation via PayPal, or you can't do a 2-month or a $2 or even a $1 thing on Patreon every month. If for some reason you can't do that, you can share the show. You can also review the show. You can review it on my Facebook page. You can review it on iTunes, and you can hang out with me on Facebook as well, by the way. In the last couple of months before I got to India, I was in Bali, and I was grounded with a good Wi-Fi connection for a while, and I made a ton of videos for you guys in my Facebook group. So if you're not already in the Facebook group, go jump in there, Visionary Lifestyle and Podcast Community, and look through the library of all those videos I'm talking about on so many different subjects that people were asking. A lot of people were asking. I was answering requests and questions in some of those videos, and it was just so much basic need to know stuff about conscious eating, about chakras and the energy body, and so much more. How to be a conscious eater and a conscious yogi person on planet Earth at this time. There's so much information there. Also, my business Facebook page, Visionary Lifestyle and Podcast. There's tons of videos on there as well of different asana sequences and pranayama techniques and things all around the world. I've been recording videos for you, and they're all there. So tons of free content out there for you guys. If you haven't listened to all 85 episodes, I'm giving you some homework right now. Go back through and listen to all the shows, because I promise you, like money back guarantee, you will learn something in every show that you listen to. And if you don't, you write me an email, you tell me that you didn't learn anything. That's cool. But I'm just saying there's tons of value here, and I hope you're getting that. Woo! Unscripted, from the heart, really love this show, love you, my audience, and I want to be more connected to you. I am recognizing that this is something that is important to me. This is one of my top needs in life. I've been doing so much work and reading so much and doing so much self-work and listening to so many podcasts, and I feel like my brain is really loaded with wisdom from others and from myself, and from, of course, spirit. It's all coming from spirit. But I just feel I'm at a place that I'm connected to my truth and who I am. And one of the things that I have a need for in this lifetime is connection with others as well. So if my words are touching you right now, if they're going into your heart and you're going, oh, that's nice to hear, or, oh, I want that too, or any kind of response like that, I would love to hear from you. I would love to receive a review from you on my Facebook page, or a direct email from you, or a review on iTunes, and connect. Please connect with me. I'm not doing this really for my health, and just to pass the time. I really am quite busy and have a lot of other things to do. This is a passion project and a labor of love that I'm doing this. And again, I invite you, if you want to see this show continue beyond these handful of shows that I have recorded at the Bali Spirit Festival, I need this to be a two-way street. I need you guys to step up and support in any one of those ways that I mentioned. Hop onto my website, visionary-lifestyle.com/podcast, and there you will find links to my Patreon page, where you can set up a recurring tiny little monthly payment to support me, or a one-time PayPal donation if you feel better about that. That's fine too. And please use friends and family when you do that, so that we're not giving PayPal the money. And we're just keeping it family, because that's what we are, friends and family, right? My rainbow warriors. Oh my goddess. So grateful, so grateful, so grateful. Gushing with gratitude that I got the download to make this show, and that I said yes to it, and I've stepped up and I've done the work, and I'm bringing you these interviews, and I'm back on track. I got another fresh show coming out tomorrow that I edited last night, and oh my goodness, like I said, so much wisdom in there, like life-altering stuff, guys. So glad to be here with you. So glad you're here with me. I can't wait to receive your love notes. Tell me what you love about the show. Tell me what you've gotten out of it. Tell me what you want more of. Tell me what you want less of. That's really important. Like, I'm here to be of service. How can I be of service? Where are you stuck? What do you need more information about? How can I support you in that? This is what I'm here for. All my love, my rainbow warriors, my beloved community. My heart is just so much expanded as a result of this connection that we share. And I look forward to hearing from you very soon and deepening and strengthening that connection. So I will see you, I don't know, next show is coming out right after this. So stay tuned for that. That's with Gwyn Williams at Bali Spirit Festival, sharing about the 3 treasures. You do not want to miss it. All my love. I'll see you on, where will I see you? On Facebook, in my email inbox. Maybe I'll see you on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm super active there. Visionary_lifestyle_guide, and as well as at Visionary Lifestyle Podcast, where you will get show announcements and little previews of what's coming up. So make sure you're following me on both of those accounts. And say hi. Say hi, I'm a listener, and make a comment or send me a DM. Again, connection. I'm asking for what I need. Are you getting what you need from the show? I really hope you are. One thing I need from you, my beloved community, is connection. Send me a message. I love you, and I will see you again soon. Until then, hope you're having the blessed day ever, wherever you are. All my love. Namaste.